run you through is what's happened as we see it, and forecasting is a very tough art. If you were sitting in India 5 years ago, I would have thought that India is going to go down. The markets were looking very choppy. India was considered one of the fragile 5 economies, and about 3 to 4 years later, India was one of the stable 5 economies in emerging market universe. So that's a number of 180-degree turns tend to happen. When we are getting forecasting, there is never a sort of straight line that sort of comes through. But let's start with some numbers first. And I think if you really look at the participation of foreign investors in India, I think from last April to this March, about $2 billion roughly on net basis has coming to Indian markets. And that's a really small number if you sort of consider 2 factors. One, that there are a number of IPOs, huge amount of fundraising in India, and FIs have participated in some of the high-profile IPOs. Take that out, the secondary market inflows have been actually probably very small. And in fact, if you take out some of the other fund flows which have happened into dedicated India funds, let's say from a market like Japan, then I think from non-dedicated sources, the funds flows into India have been negative. And at least from a FI perspective. So actually, thank God for domestic flows, because if they were not there, we probably would have had a lot of difficulty, not only in terms of the level of the market, but also in terms of fundraisers which have happened for domestic companies over the last 1 year. And the whole funding would have essentially come to a standstill. Why this happened was because the starting point post the Modi government coming to power, or even before that, was a positive one. So India was a huge overweight around the time Modi government came to power. In fact, from September 2013 to April 2015, a total of $32 billion FI money came into India. And post that, the total number is 7 billion. So we started with a massive overweight on India, and that I think the numbers actually have whittled down quite a lot. So from that perspective, the starting point of a 5 positioning in India, I think, has corrected quite a bit. So not as overweight as it used to be. I think there's some numbers which sort of indicate that we are either neutral to negative in terms of the benchmark. So, and why that has happened is because India was the only game in town when Modi government came to power. US was slow, Europe was slow, China was slow, commodity prices were low, so emerging markets which depend on commodities were imploding. All that has changed. So the emerging competing opportunities in the last 2 years, last 1.5 years, both in terms of developed markets as well as commodity intensive emerging markets have essentially taken the lion's share of flow.